Yeah, okay, right. I'm going live with this because I'm just looking through my emails and finding there's a few that, to be honest, I've been really lazy and so busy that I haven't got around to answering loads of people's emails. Now, I've answered some of them, so check your inboxes. I'm going to do a quick video response to certain ones because the answers could be too long for me to be bothered to type. There we go. That's honest, that is, isn't it? Honest. Sorry. I'm trying to desperately to catch up with admin and things. And so, right, let's have a look. I'm just going to say some initials here, not the names, just the initials. Right, and let me just drag screens around. Hang on, bear with me for a minute. Bear with me for a minute. Right. Right, several people have asked me for contacts and to exchange contacts and to put them in contact with other teachers. MC, appreciate the email, thanks very much. There's also other people who have done that. Things are really transient in Siem Reap and in Cambodia in general. The contacts that we had when we were there may not be the best people now. They may have moved on. A lot of them have moved on. What's actually a much better way of making contact, and this is what Tanya and I did, and met some great people by doing it, is actually joining the Facebook groups, the expat forums, Facebook expat forums. Teachers in Siem Reap is another one. There's loads. Just go on the Google search on your phone, request join. Very, very rarely will people say no when you request to join these groups. And if you post in the groups saying, hi, I'm thinking of moving to Cambodia, what do you think about whatever your question is, then you will get a really up-to-date. You might also get a little bit of banter come back at you, so be a bit thick-skinned with some of the answers, and don't believe everything you see on these forums, because some people do troll them. But you will get some feedback and some answers to your questions. So have a look at the Facebook groups, and that is by far the easiest way to make contacts out there. But really, you have to be there. So just go there. Go there and meet people. And expats, they're really friendly. It's almost, it's hard not to make friends, you know, if you hang about in places where expats hang about, namely expat bars and the cafes and things like that. So get yourself out there. That's the really easy one. Go out for 2 weeks, 3 weeks before you move out there. If you're deciding to move out there, don't just move out there. Go out there and try it out first. Go and have 2 or 3 weeks there. Stay in a guest house. Have a look around town, hang around and meet people, make some contacts, and then decide whether you want to go out there. And if you've already decided, then go out there and do that anyway, I think. Finding an apartment. There are many real estate offices. Let me just read this one. In Cambodia, are there many real estate offices that help people find apartments in either Phnom Penh or Siem Reap or anywhere really? Facebook groups that you suggest for finding an app? Yeah, again, Facebook, there's loads of property pages, property for sale and for rent in Siem Reap, things like that. Google that. Same as in Phnom Penh, Snookville, or every major town in Cambodia, in Asia, in the world, really, wherever you want to move to in the world, you can do that. Property is, if you go to an agent, you will have to pay them some money in one way or the other. So, for example, if the landlord is wanting $300 a month and they put it to the agent, he will say to the agent that he wants $330, knowing that he's got to pay the agent $10% of it, the $30. So you do pay one way or the other for using an agent. What you can do is weird in Siem Reap. There are often four rent signs outside houses. What you can do is you can just jump on a bicycle and bicycle around the area looking for these things. There'll be a phone number on the bottom. Take a Khmer speaking friend with you. phone them up and talk to the person, talk to the landlord or landlady direct. You can do that. And it can be lucrative. You can get some really good deals doing that. Okay, so yeah, it's really easy. There's loads of groups. Again, if you just go on the Facebook thing, say, hey, I need an apartment. I'm going to be there in 3 months. You'll be flooded with agents saying, come and see me as soon as you get here. They meet you off the plane, some of them, you know. Okay, yeah, like I say, MC, sorry, mate. It's been a while since I've managed to get through to doing the email thing. So I know you found some of these answers already on some of the videos out there. Don't forget to check the backlog of videos, the back catalogue of videos I've got. There's loads of stuff on there about all of this, but some of it just needs summarising really quickly. Yeah, we've left Siem Reap. We went to Mexico. We come back to England. We went to Mexico. We left Mexico. We come back to England for a year, and we're aiming at being in Siem Reap again in about October 2019. Okay. Let me have a look. So again, contracts change, like with different schools, and over time, like contracts do change, and their hours and their flexibility changes as well, and the wages do as well. So it's quite transient. Like, to answer questions now, after we haven't been there for a while, might not give you the most up-to-date information. Again, I do refer you in this case back to Facebook, and also check out, there's a couple of other bloggers out there at the moment. One of them is Dave Does Cambodia. He's on the ground at the minute out there. He's teaching out there at the minute. He's a great guy by all accounts. Watch some of his stuff as well. He's got a cool back catalogue of videos as well, which is all fresh. And don't forget to email him and talk to Dave as well, because he's cool. We'll be back out there again, like I say, later this year. And so teaching in different schools. Right, hang on a minute. Let me have a look at this. I know you're not in Cambodia anymore, or JW. I know you're not in Cambodia anymore. If you could look at my resume and let me know if it looks good. I'm starting an internship in Thailand. Okay, I don't normally do this for people. I get 3 or 4 of these sort of every month or so. But actually, JW, your resume, I did look at it and it's fine, mate. It's really professionally written and it looks great. The only thing I would add to it, the same as anybody, general resume advice is show some kind of experience on your resume, showing that you've got some teaching, some experience teaching something somewhere, even if you haven't and it's your first job. Like, Christ, just find something to put in there in the experience column. And if you haven't got anything, maybe consider doing that. Consider finding some, even if it's just teaching at your local, I don't know, Scouts, Sunday school, I don't know, something like that, youth club or something like that. Something. If you're going to be if you want to teach at school level, then you need to have some classroom management skills. It's another good thing is they don't teach you that in a TEFL course. TEFL is TEFL. It teaches you to teach English as a foreign language. It doesn't teach you how to maintain class discipline and classroom management, which is probably at least half the battle. So YouTube video that as well. I might even make a video on that as well. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see, where are we? Well, the heat. Let's have a look at that. Right, okay. So this is another interesting one here. We didn't have any glass in our windows in Cambodia. Okay, the rooms that had air conditioning, what they actually had was they had glass in the shutters. Weird. So rooms without aircon, shutters made of wood. When you close them, it's like closing the curtains. We also had curtains. We also had a fly screen. We had security bars, but actually the shutters on the outside of the building that you actually pulled in to shut it just closed it up like shutters. They weren't like windows. The rooms with aircon actually had glass in, so they were a bit like windows, but they were always open. We never classed them as windows. They're always just shutters with glass in to let some light in. Yeah, bizarre. So when you put the aircon on, you close the shutters, you effectively close the windows, but they weren't. Well, it's difficult. It's difficult. We didn't use the aircon. We just used the fans and put up with being hot, as all of the locals do. And it's very, very rarely that the Khmer will use air conditioning, really, unless it's in a business environment. Right. Okay. So there we go. Payment for 51 schools. Right. Okay. I did experiment with making a paywall, they call it, on the website. Some people managed to pay for it, and then the app that I was using on the website, the people that are running it crashed. So it's kind of knackered that a bit at the moment. I've took that out recently. 2 days ago, I took that out. So the 51 schools thing at the moment is again free. So you can just go on the website and you can click on it and you download it for free at the moment. I will be putting that back behind a paywall at some point because I feel it's a valuable resource for people. You know, it makes finding a job as easy as it gets for you. So it's going to save you a lot of money. And I think I'm only asking $2.50 or something for it, just as a bit of a kickback for spending the 30+ hours of research that it took me to make it. So at the moment, appreciate it. Get in there and download it. Go to the website and have it for free. Okay. And then later on, it might cost you a couple of bucks. Right. And let's have a look. Is it possible to visit to work permit visa? Okay. I'm, again, not in the best place at the moment to talk about the work permits and the visa situation. It's changing all the time. And I can only go on my experience of when we were there, which now was a year ago or so. So the website is fairly up to date. And also you can go again on the Facebook groups. And also Dave Does Cambodia also has, I think he's got a good video on work visas and things like that. I'm sure he has. Maybe somebody else, but I think Dave Does Cambodia has. So unfortunately, I can't help you on that either. Right. Okay, that is that? Are we up to date? Let's have a look. Are we up to date? Are we up to date? I think we are. Hang on. Okay, IT. Right, there's another one here from DA. What's he saying here? I saw your video. What items to pack? Decent. I don't currently own a laptop. Can I just buy any old one in the UK? And will it work over in Cambodia? Is there something specific you would recommend? Buy a decent laptop in the UK and take it. It will work fine. Usually the adapter on all laptops is a multi-voltage adapter. If you read the back of the adapter, it will tell you what voltage it runs on. And the only thing you will need is an adapter to convert it to two flat pin plug. There. That's you. Just don't try and buy technology in Cambodia because the quality of it isn't as good as what you'll get it in the West. It's a bit weird. Sometimes it's cheaper, sometimes more expensive, but I bought a laptop in Cambodia. It was overpriced. It was the best deal that I could find. It was overpriced, and I wish I hadn't really. I wish I'd taken one with me, a good one with me. If you want to teach, like get one with a built-in webcam. Sounds funny because you think most of them have, some of them don't. Make sure it's got a built-in webcam. Make sure it's got a good microphone for teaching. Make sure it's got a socket on it that you can connect microphone headset to. Yeah, make sure the socket will work. And you don't need anything grand for it. A new one for a couple of $250, $300 worth of new one will do you absolutely fine, unless you want to edit video. And if you want to edit video, then you really want an i7, 8th generation i7, something like that, which is what I'm running on now. Okay. Currently own a 3-year-old iPhone, want something a little less valuable to use. Again, can I just buy a phone? Try and you want a phone that's going to do what you want it to do. So most people want a phone for a camera, don't they? Decent camera. A 3-year-old iPhone, I don't know whether I take that with me or not. I mean, a lot of people have got iPhones out there. It just depends, doesn't it? It depends what you feel comfortable walking around with. I personally wouldn't have a problem walking around with a 3-year-old iPhone, I don't think. Smartphone I used was a really cheap one. What I would recommend maybe is getting a dual SIM one. Dual SIM, if you can find a dual SIM unlocked any provider, any service provider, any SIM card, dual SIM smartphone with some decent amount of memory on it and a good camera, that'll be fine. And you can pick them up out there fairly cheap, actually. There's a phone shop on every corner, literally like every corner in the town. With an iPhone, will I run out of battery? I will run out of battery on the flight. Okay, assume I can buy the adapters at the airport. Yeah, you can. Like, you can buy USB chargers for about $2 in any sort of corner shop in Siem Reap. They don't last very long, but then they're only $2, so you don't care when they break. Just take a decent USB charging lead with you. Get a decent lead. Get a not a thin, cheap one. Buy an more expensive, thick one, because they charge your phone faster. What else? Okay, yeah, just ask anything, like, because there's no real stupid questions with anything. People often say that, I think this is a stupid question. It's not a stupid question. Just ask it. I don't care. I'll eventually get round to answering what I can for you. What else was I going to say? Yeah, take a power bank with you as well. Power bank's really useful. You do get, it's not so common now, but you do get power cuts. Have a power bank with a torch built into it, right? And keep it charged. It's just a little extra thing. And if you get one that's small enough, like 10,000 milliamp hour or whatever they are, the not a tiny one, because they're pointless, but just get one that's small enough to put in your pocket. And then if it's got a little torch on it, doubles up, doesn't it? Right, okay, cool. I can't see anything else on there. Let's just have a look. Right, okay, cool. I hope that helps. Like, share, subscribe. Email me at gonomad123@gmail.com. And above all, just be really careful out there and stay safe. Goodbye. Thank you.